Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as the bulls and bears battle for control of Bitcoin's price action. Now, the first thing I want to take a look at is going to be the expiration date of BTC options at the end of this week, and that's going to be April 8th. And that would be this Friday. Today is Monday. So we are at the beginning of the week, and if I scroll down, the area that has my attention, at least for the bulls, would be the strike price of 44,000 and 46,000. That is where the majority of the weight for the bulls lies. As you can see, the bulls have almost 2 million on the line for this weekly close versus the bears only have around almost 700,000. And you do want to keep in mind these figures change daily throughout the week. But right now, at the 44,000 strike price and 46,000 strike price, those would be the strike levels the bulls want Bitcoin's price to close above. And right now, the Bitcoin bulls are battling to try to get above the 46,000 level. The bears, the majority of their weight lies here at the 47,000 strike price level. And as you can see, they have just about 500,000 on the line at that 47,000 strike price level. So with that all being said, once again this week, we could see a battle between the, say, 44,000 level and the 47,000 to maybe 48,000 level, as the bulls do have a little weight stacked up at the 48,000 strike price. Now, we will jump over here to the weekly chart for Bitcoin. Last week's candle that just recently closed, today being Monday, that weekly candle essentially closed at what is known as a spinning top, and in this case, it would be considered a bearish spinning top, and it could also be considered neutral. However, in theory, when it closes at the top of a move like this, it would be a bearish signal, and the price would begin to roll over, which it currently is. But again, we're extremely early in the week. Today is only Monday. But it is a signal to take into consideration, and you will have to wait till the week plays out to see if the bears do take control of this battlefield, or will the bulls step up and drive this price up, much like they did back here. You can see we got one of those spinning tops back here, and the bulls were able to push the price up. However, eventually the bears did roll that price over, only to have the bulls eventually step up and take the price to all-time new highs. So with this spinning top candle printing here at the top of this most recent move, that would in theory be somewhat bearish, if not just flat out neutral. And at that point, if it's neutral, we still have to wait to see who is going to gain control of the battlefield, the bulls or the bears. What a spinning top candlestick really shows you as far as price action is there were buyers that stepped up and pushed the price up. Also, there were sellers that were able to force the price down. But at the end of the day, neither one were able to gain control of the market, and thus it is considered neutral most of the time, depending on where it shows up in the price action. In this particular case, it does lean towards the bearish side. Now, if I drop in my Fibonacci levels, we can see the 618 level is at 46,700, and we were really looking for a close above that on the weekly candle. We didn't get it. So again, more bearish signals. We're closing below that 618 on the weekly candle that just recently closed, and right now we're selling off down below it. For the bulls to flip this around, they need a close on this weekly candle above the 618 or 46.7. After that level, the bulls could essentially target the 50% Fibonacci level, and that's going to be right around 51,000. We can see that is a pretty solid line of resistance back here. Also, it was resistance back here on this move. So if the bulls do get a push up towards that 51,000 level, we could see some kind of retracement back after reaching up into that level. So you would want to be aware of that as far as your trades go as well. Now on the flip side, if the bears do take advantage of this spinning top and are able to push this price down below the yellow line you see here, that's my 45.5 level. That was previous resistance before before the bulls were able to get the close on the weekly candle above that level that had acted as previous resistance. And if we check our 6 a little further back, it was actually previous support. And as is often the case, a lot of times previous support turns into resistance, and on the flip side, previous resistance often turns into previous support. So that 45.5 level really is the line in the sand for essentially both bulls and bears. This is the level the bulls need to stay above. At the same time, this is the level the bears want to break down below. And if they can breach down below 45.5, then we're looking back at the 786 level on the Fibonacci, and that's going to put us right around 40,600, where we did see some support on this weekly candle. And on these candles back here, it did wick into that area, only to close above that 786 or the 40,600 range, and down around that 40,600 all the way down to 37.5. I would look for that to be a zone of support. If that zone is breached, then we're probably looking back down at the 32.9 or 33,000 level where we got support back here after the sell-off from the all-time high of 69,000. Now, if you keep that all in mind and we add in the EMA ribbons, and we can see last week's spinning top candle did bounce off the top of this ribbon, and so really the bulls need to keep the price above the ribbon. The bears want to get the price back into the ribbon, or even better yet, below the ribbon. And so I think that pretty much wraps it up. I really wanted to point out the spinning top candlestick on the weekly candle close and all the other levels I'll be keeping an eye on throughout the week. So if you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If anything major changes on the charts, I'll do an update video, so you might want to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss updated videos. If you have questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.